Have you come across before that infographic made of dots and each dot represents a week of your life? It's called Life in Weeks. When the reality of how little time you have left hits you, usually you're going to ask yourself, am I too late? Did I miss the window? Is this where my timeline starts shrinking rather than expanding? And the answer is no, it's not. But I'm going to tell you why we think that way and a few exercises that I use to shift my mindset every time that I think that way. So make sure you watch that video till the end because I'm going to sprinkle it with a few actionable strategies that can be very useful for you. And of course, if you find this video useful and if you want to see more content about how to build confidence as a beginner, make sure that you support my channel, hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. So the first reason why you may feel like you're behind in life and like it's too late to reinvent yourself, it feels like time's running too fast. And in our defense, it's actually proven scientifically that our perception of time speeds up as we age. So yes, there's actually something in your brain that makes it feel like time goes exponentially faster as we age. And what we tend to forget, and I personally forget it all the time because I'm that impatient, is that everything meaningful takes time. Growth takes time. Mastery takes time. And so, of course, if you look at your life from a very zoomed in perspective, maybe if you're looking at a 6-month sequence of your life, it's going to feel like you're stuck and maybe like you're behind. And for millennials especially, we're part of a generation that questions everything every year, every 6 months sometimes. So that's quite normal to constantly feel lost or like we're behind or anxious. And the fact that we want everything very fast is actually going to lead me to the second part of this video. But first, let's get into the first exercise. And that's called the 5-year lens exercise. I think it's a wonderful exercise to write things down. So the way you can do to really visualize this is draw a line. And in the middle of it, you put now. This is the present moment. On the left of it, write down where you were 5 years ago. And on the right, write down who you want to become 5 years from now. And what that does to your brain is that it makes you realize how much can be accomplished within what seems such a short amount of time. And that tells you that there's actually so much opportunity for the dots to come. So I touched very quickly already on the second cause to why we feel so behind in life. And that is because we live in such a speed addicted world where progress is rushed. I am so guilty of this, so guilty of this. We always want fast, visible, tangible results that what we're doing is working. And the problem is that this need for constant immediate validation is often what leads us to this kind of downfall spiral. And again, it's not really just our faults. We honestly live in a world right now that loves milestones and metrics. We're constantly told to optimize, to hustle, to level up, always. And at lightning speed too. How many influencers do you hear talking about 5 figures monthly, how many followers, how fast you can monetize, how viral you can get? It's become such an influential metric that so many people live by. It's actually scary. And those metrics have become so abstract that people forget what it actually means to have then thousands of people following you. And that's why, by the way, I'm making it a point to be extremely grateful to have already reached 100-something subscribers because I'm realizing what 100 means. This is like 3 meeting rooms filled with people who decided actively and consciously to subscribe to my content because they find some value in it. And this is a huge number. And so here's an exercise that can get you out of this mindset of instant validation or even wanting validation from others. And it's called the slow creation ritual. And so what it is this. You basically take one thing that you've been working on or that you want to work on, and it can be anything. It can be making a video. It can be painting. Then you set a timer and you just work on it for 30 minutes without worrying of doing it perfect. So no phone, no recording, no posting after you finish. Just create slowly and quietly for yourself. And I practice this quite often, actually. And some days the result is just okay, sometimes not even. And some days I'm actually surprised with what I've done in a good way. But the key is that you're not here to perform progress. You're here to grow. And sometimes growth doesn't need an audience. And the third reason that causes us to feel depressed and like we're behind in life is how we feel overwhelmed with too many options. It feels like in today's society, we can learn anything, start anything, build anything, and yet most of the time we just freeze instead of act. Do I commit to this idea or to this one? And then actually beginning feels impossible because making a decision feels like you're losing another option. And I have made a video talking about how to overcome analysis paralysis and why our brain freezes in this sort of situation. So make sure you go and watch it. But until you do, I will give you an extra little exercise that can help you. It's called the one project rule. And here's what it is. Pick one thing that you've been curious about. Doesn't have to be forever, just for now. And make sure that it's something small, something focused that you can finish in only a few weeks. For instance, don't say, I want to become a dancer. Just say, I would like to learn those 3 to 5 moves for this choreography that I have in mind. And once you have that one specific goal, stick to it, stay focused and finish that project. And when it's done, move on to the next. And what's very useful with that is that it kind of stops your overthinking and it lets your direction emerge from what you're doing rather than endlessly making plans about it. You start doing, and from doing one project and then the next and then the next, you start having clarity about where you're going with this. You are definitely not too late or behind in life. The only thing is that you picture too big of a goal and feel overwhelmed with it rather than breaking things down and taking it step by step and accepting that things will take a bit of time. And I'll never say that enough. If you're waiting for clarity before starting something, that's not how it works. Clarity comes from taking action. And confidence comes after courage. Do not forget to subscribe, support my channel, and also if there's something different, something more specific that you want me to talk about, please share it in the comments. We are definitely building this together. It is not just me saying theoretically that you need to take action before you're ready. I am doing this while not being ready, just so you know. I'm still figuring things out. I still don't know exactly the direction that my channel is taking. And of course, I have a clear idea of what I want to bring to the table, but things are being refined with the community growing. So let's keep building this community together. Keep going. You got this.